Keenan and like Kale, they go across to the Mondo Burger, and now they're dressed completely as women, full makeup, full hairdo. They look nice.
Oh, really?
Like it was like this would take so much time to look like that.
Oh, so they look like real women.
Women.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And they sneak in. Also, I wondered, like, man, I wonder whose idea was for the dress. Because that is that thing. I watched that, and I never thought about that for this movie until today. Of like, there's absolutely no need for these two black men to be in dresses. Sam, I mean, they're sneaking in. There's a million ways.
Yeah, they didn't have to be dressed as women.
You could have wrote a million ways for them to sneak in the Mondo Burger.
Why
are they dressed up as
women?
Fully, too?
Yeah. This reminds me of a conversation I had with Ron once about...
Ron who?
Ron Taylor.
There you go. It could have been a lot of Rons.
It could have been a lot of Rons. He said that in Hollywood, they always want black men to dress up as women.
That's very true.
I didn't know that.
You never heard that before?
Well, not until he had said it.
That's a very thing. That's a very big thing.
You say, anyway.
It's a very big deal. That they always make. Well, I guess I've never talked about it with you, but yeah, it's a very common problem that all celebrity black men have been at some point asked to wear a dress. All of them.
They never asked Leonardo DiCaprio to do that.
I don't know. I didn't watch every episode of Growing Pains.
They didn't. He didn't wear one in that.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm sure they did not. But though, to play a little devil's advocate to this argument, I mean Robin Williams. I mean, how many white comedians have wondered?
That's true.
So if we're going comedy, also if we're talking, if we're also talking about the history of comedy, that is one of the funniest things you can do.
It is the funniest thing.
A man in a dress, a woman dressed up as a man. Those are tropes that we all agree are visually funny. You know, everything about it's funny.
When my mom met my dad, he was dressed up as a woman.
And her dad's a big faggot. No, I like Mike. He's not. Or he could be. You know what? Let him live whatever he wants to be. None of my business. Whatever he is.
It was a Halloween party.
It was a Halloween party. He can do whatever he wants there. But yes, I will say, I will agree that they do want to put all black men in dresses. It is interesting.
How does that make you feel?
Well, I'm for me personally, it's a little different because I'm not one of those guys that will never wear a dress. I will do anything if the joke's right.
Yeah. Well, obviously in this case, it's a very funny joke. I haven't even seen it in the visual.
It is, Sam, but it's not needed. I meant the joke is right. Okay. By right, I mean
it's necessary.
This is the funniest thing to do. Is this the funniest way for them to sneak in? It's funny. Is it the funniest way? I don't know. It's like there's a million ways they could have did this. You know what I'm saying? My point was it necessary? Was it necessary? Or did you just want them in a dress? You see that?
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. I know a lot of brothers who are like, I will never wear a dress. I will never pretend to be gay. I will never. I mean, even our friend Ron who's like, I don't dance. I'm not gonna dance. It's like a lot of people have their stipulations. Mine stipulation is I don't want to do it if it's not funny.
No, I get that.
If I don't think it's funny, I don't want to do it. So I will wear a dress if the situation calls for it, and it's like, oh my God, that's the funniest thing from after this setup, whatever the setup may be, is me in a dress.
Yeah.
Then oh my God, yeah. I'm not. If the funniest thing is for me to be dressed up as Hitler, I'm whatever the funniest thing is because also if I want to wear the dress, that means I'm like, oh, this is
really funny.
This is funny. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. This is just funny. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, Dave Chappelle's this great interview he does with Oprah where he talks about it. He talks about how in Blue Streak. Same situation like this in Blue Streak. He's in that movie, and there's a scene where he has to. I know there's a scene where we're gonna do it. I love that movie, Martin Lawrence movie. There's a scene where he has to escape.
Okay.
Right, like he has to escape out of a situation.
Yeah.
And how they do it in the movie is he's not in a dress. Martin Lawrence busts him out, and it's just a funny scene where he busts him out, and it's really quick. But Dave Chappelle said it was the biggest fight in the world because they wanted to put him in a dress so bad for that scene. Like, oh, he'll sneak you out as a woman. He's like, but I don't have to be a woman. He can just sneak me out.
Yeah.
And he's like, that one producer left, and then another producer came in and tried to convince him, and then that producer left, and then another producer came in and tried to convince him, and and he was like, why? And it made him so mad. And then Oprah's like, well, what do you think that is? And he's like, you tell me. And Dave, he's like, bitch, no, you're not gonna make me sit here and say out loud that that's what it was. I'm telling you, what do you think it is?
Yeah.
I'm giving you the information. What do you think it is? Why would they want me in that dress so bad?
Is it to
emasculate
black men?
That is what I would assume. Not assume. That's what I know. I mean, they do want to emasculate the black man. They want to make you, as a black man, people want you to not be. Because just being is so empowering.
Yeah.
Like how white people are.
Mm-hmm.
You just are. You just are.
You just are.
You just are. You do what you do. You act how you act, and everybody goes, "Oh, that's just white people." Black people can do that around black people, but the moment we act how we want to act around white people, then it's like this thing.
Why
It's
aren't
like,
you behaving?
why don't you behave,
Yeah.
or why aren't you acting like us? And it's like, well, no, that's how you always act.
Yeah.
I don't act like how you always act.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean you're right, or I'm right. This is how we are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you've seen that because you've been dating me. How many people don't like it when I'm me? Like I'm me right now with you. You know what I'm saying, nigga? I'm me. You've seen a lot of people, Sam, that we've been out with be very uncomfortable when I'm being me.
Would you say that black men being themselves is perceived maybe as being more masculine than white men, like following? Because like I would say when you say white people are just being, I think white people are following like a set of rules for white people. They don't even know it. It's like a subconscious thing. Like I want to act like all the other white people to prove my whiteness.
Yes.
Which I don't think
and black people have that problem in its community as well.
Oh, that's
Of people who
with
don't act like people who get on. I mean, I've had so many niggas tell me like, "Oh, you don't act black, or you're not black enough," and all this shit because I'll talk proper, or I'll do this, or I'll like this. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's not black. And it's like, nigga, you don't own black.
Mm-hmm.
But just like they don't own white. But I'm sorry to cut you off. But yeah, I just wanted to say it does go both ways.
No, I get that. Yeah. I'm with you on that. It goes both ways. But would you say like the stereotypical way that a white man acts is a little less masculine, not unmasculine, but less masculine, like maybe the stereotypical way than a black man acts?
No, I would say a white man isn't as loud.
But I would, in my mind, think that loudness is more masculinity than femininity.
No, I'm saying.
So I'm saying maybe the white man wants to demasculize you because they're afraid of how masculine you naturally are.
You know what's so weird though? I guess my point when I said loud, I meant like I don't think the white man is less masculine or the black man is more masculine. I think we're just louder. I think we talk a little louder.
So
and I think that makes people feel like you said. If you're a masculine white man, you feel like, oh, is he more masculine because he's louder?
Masculinity?
And I guess from that you're right. And but I don't think. Yeah, I don't think white men think that like we are literally more masculine. I think they think we're more athletic because we are.
Which is also more masculine concept in my mind, traditionally.
Yeah, because that is how men hold their value.
So maybe the wearing a dress is like, I feel threatened by your masculinity, so I need you to wear a dress so that I can feel like more of a man now.
Mm-hmm. And I'll place it under the guise of this is funny.
Yeah.
100%. I agree with that.
That's a real psychological.
We're getting, there's got to be a reason.
Right.
There's got to be a reason. Why do they every single famous black comedian they try to put him in a dress?
Also,
every single one.
I mean, like, and this is clearly something that people talk about. I mean, I'd heard about it from another,
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's really weird.
Interesting, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. And is this scene funny in this movie? Yes. It's not like it's bad. It's not like it's just my whole point is it necessary? Is it necessary? Yo, I mean, how many movies, even in this movie, every movie has deleted scenes, right? Mm-hmm. Bonus footage. And it's not like, are those scenes bad? No, a lot of those scenes I think are funnier than the regular scene. But to the director, he was like, oh, this was not necessary. And that's what I mean about the black man in the dress.
Okay.
I don't find a problem with it. I don't find a problem with any black man that's ever done it. My question was it necessary? Big Mama's house. It's necessary. Like, I don't like when people bring that up, like, oh, another black man in a dress. It's like, hey, the movie's called Big Mama's House.
Well, it's written and directed by a black man?
I don't know if Martin Lawrence wrote and directed it.
No, I didn't. Oh, okay.
I know that the premise of, if you ever seen it?
The premise is
a man pretends to be a grandmother. It'd be like Miss Doubtfire. It's like that's necessary for the joke is the man is literally pretending to be a woman. Like that's the point
of the whole concept.
This is not the concept of this movie.
I get that.
So that's what I'm saying.
The movie's about burgers.
This movie's about goddamn burgers. Why are they in a dress?
Yeah.
That's my point. And so I don't like it when people just like to throw out like any black person who's ever been in a dress, like Tyler Perry or whatever. And it's like, hey, man, it's literally called Medea.
Yeah, he chose to put on that dress.
He chose to put on, I mean, he wrote it. No, but I mean, that's the character. It's like, oh, he could have just hired a grandmother to play her. It's like, yeah, but that's not what was the funniest.
That's not what we want.
He was the funniest situation. Like, that was the point. It's the funniest thing is to let this man be the grandma. But a lot of people like to call him a coon and all that shit. And it's like, hey, man, I disagree. That's just my point. I disagree. I do agree with what Dave Chappelle's talking about.
Yeah, when some producers
just trying to force it on you and it's for no reason. It doesn't call to the script. I don't like it when I don't know if I don't like it. I disagree with my fellow niggas, my fellow brothers is with the whole Tyler Perry argument or like if it fits the script, if it fits what the purpose of the thing was, I don't mind that.
Yeah, but like in this situation, they didn't have to be sneaking in dresses. It could have been
No.
like in Zoolander when they're sneaking in, but they're not them. They're
They're
Godfrey.
Godfrey and a Mexican guy.
And a Mexican guy. Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying?
I get
You
exactly
can
what
write
you're
something
saying.
funnier.
Yeah, you can write something just as funny or funnier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was unnecessary.
Unnecessary, but I'm not mad at it. I mean, I am mad. I'm not mad. There's no point in getting mad. But I'm like, because these niggas are grown men. They can make decisions.
Yeah.
But it's like something to think about.